in journalism. Do you want to learn new knowledge about journalism? Come on! Let's explore and learn the art and craft of creating station ID, OBB, CBB, intro, and extro in a radio broadcasting program. Yes, I know that you already have the ideas about radio broadcasting. But this time, let us know how to create a radio station ID, OBB, and CBB in a radio broadcasting. I am teacher Jhur Anudin from the Special Program in Journalism of Magdagan National High School, Pattukan North District. We'll bring you to the subject Journalism 9 or Radio Broadcasting. Now, let us talk about the art and craft of creating station ID, OBB, CBB, and intro and extro in a radio news program. I know you are already curious and excited to create your own radio broadcasting program. But before that, let us know the objectives of the lesson. At the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to first, create a station ID, OBB, CBB, and intro and extro of a news radio program. And appreciate the value of radio news program in the community. Alright, get your module and make sure that you're comfortably seated, as well as prepare your pen and notebook and list down the important key points as we discuss our lesson. We have key terms to understand for us to create the station ID, OBB, CBB, intro, and extro for our radio news program. First is the station ID. What is station ID? Yes! Station ID or station jingle is the practice of radio or television stations identifying themselves on air. It also uses the official jingle of the station as its background. Here is the example of the radio station ID.
Sugata ang adlaw with a smile. Tuning na sa radio, in alive. Bisan na sa man good, listen to the music and it feels so good. Ay gundang ihangtot, mapapuntagan pero lingaw man pod. Sa balay man o trabaho, bisan na sa man ka muadto. Giving you the best music, diri lang sa Z-Radio. Kahit ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawan na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawan na Pasibya, Z-Radio. Kahit ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawan na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawan na Pasibya, Z-Radio.
Typically, station ID contains the call sign and the station name. Always remember, in creating station ID or jingle, the used lines, bed, or set of music should conform to the identity of the program. Another important term is the intro. An intro is the message you broadcast at the beginning of program, and it encourages listeners to stay tuned and prepares them to listen to the broadcast. Next, the OBB or the opening billboard. OBB is the opening of a radio broadcasting station or TV show and introduces a program or sponsor. Here is a sample OBB intro of the radio broadcasting program of Magnagan National High School.
Gising na kabataan para sa magandang kinabukasan. Mula sa ginintuang probinsya ng Rehiyon 11, Davao de Oro,
Ito ang DDXRM
7.11.
Kasikas!
Mga impormasyong ibabalita sa bawat oras. Ako si Shelo Pabilan.
At ako naman si Michael Cantones.
Aalingaw na ang mga balita sa oras na ito.
I know you are all eager to start crafting your own OBB. But before you do it, let us continue with the extra. Do you know what is extra in radio broadcasting? Yes, an extra is the message you broadcast at the end of a program. It consolidates important learning and emotions. And lastly, the CBB or the closing billboard. CBB is the closing of a radio broadcasting station or TV shows and closes a program or statement. Here is a sample of CBB of the radio broadcasting of Magnagan National High School SPJ students.
Napakinggan na ang 5 minutong pagbabalita.
Mga balitang pawang katotohanan.
Mga balitang walang pinapanigan.
Muli, ito ang inyong mga tagapagbalita, Michael Cantones
At Shelo Pabilan na
DDXRM
7.11.
Kasikas!
Gising na kabataan para sa magandang kinabukasan.
Let's dive down on the other important term to have a good technical application for your station ID, OBB, CBB, and intro and extra of your radio news program. Bed refers to a production element such as instrumental music, and or continuous sound effect played in a background such as the bell and the voices of students in a classroom and used as background elements for a promotional announcement. Here is a sample CBB of the radio broadcasting of Magnagan National High School SPJ students.
Napakinggan na ang 5 minutong pagbabalita.
Mga balitang pawang katotohanan.
Mga balitang walang pinapanigan.
Muli, ito ang inyong mga tagapagbalita, Michael Cantones
At Shelo Pabilan na
DDXRM
7.11.
Kasikas!
Gising na kabataan para sa magandang kinabukasan.
Another to consider to have a good station ID, OBB, and CBB are timing, precision, and fluidity. Because it will play key roles in the execution of a glitch-free broadcast. Some of the radio terms that need to be internalized to create a unique OBB, CBB, and intro and extra in a radio news program are the following. First is the projection, which refers to the vocal energy. Second is the vocal inflection, the appropriate rise and fall in voice. Third is the pause, stopping at appropriate times to separate ideas and allow the audience time to absorb thoughts. Fourth is the vocal stressing. It emphasizes on the appropriate words in each sentence to communicate the desired meaning. Fifth is the mood, expression of happy or sad feelings through the voice. Sixth is the texture, refers to quality of voice. 7 is the stress. It makes some words more important than others. And 8 is pacing. Indicates the slower or faster saying of words. Always remember that it is a must to offer new music, or in other words, try to get out of one's comfort zone and be a game changer. Now that our lesson is over, it's time to check and measure what you've learned. Are you ready to do the activity? If you are ready, let us start. Please get your pen and let's answer the prepared activity. For our activity, you have to write the letter of the correct answer in your notebook. You will be given few seconds for each question.
1. It refers to the closing of a radio broadcasting station or TV shows, and it closes a program. A. CBB. B. OBB. C. Intro. D. Extro. 2. A. Stopping at appropriate times to separate ideas and allow the audience time to absorb thoughts. A. Pacing. B. Stress. C. Mood. D. Pause. 3. It refers to the opening of a radio broadcasting station or TV show, and it introduces a program or sponsor. A. CBB. B. OBB. C. Station ID. D. Bed. 4. It also uses the official jingle of the station as its background. A. CBB. B. OBB. C. Station ID. D. Bed. 5. It refers to the message you broadcast at the beginning of program, and it encourages listeners to stay tuned, and it prepares them to listen to the broadcast. A. Extro. B. Intro. C. Station ID. D. Bed.
'Time's up! Let's find out if you answered it correctly. Did you get the right answer? Very good! Congratulations, students! You did a great job today! For your homework, please create the station ID, OBB, and CBB for your radio news program. Did you learn something today? Always remember, in the radio program, right for the ears, not for the eyes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am teacher Jhur Aiza and Anudin from the special program in journalism of Magdagan National High School, Pantukan North District. Remember our tagline, to share what you have learned is more than winning. For more fun and exciting journalism lessons, always stay tuned on TV Eskwela dahil dito sa TV Eskwela, sa pag-aaral, sama-sama. Bye-bye!